Advaita Vedanta means nondual final knowledge. If you want to know this non-dual final knowledge, you must know yourself. In knowing yourself, there are not two of you that one should know another. The self is but one. Your very existence is indivisible. In truth, who are you? What is the very nature of your existence? This cannot be grasped as if it were without. That is, through the senses, through what is perceived or what is conceived. You must know your own self, not with a sense perception, not with thought, but with an interior, non-objective, silent knowledge. If you cease to misidentify with what is not actually yourself, what you are will be self-revealed in its innate self-luminosity. Whatever is objective cannot actually be yourself. Whatever is transitory cannot actually be yourself. What is yourself? Even the idea of your is removed from yourself. So what is the self? It is most certainly not the body. The body and all that pertains to the body, its attributes, its qualities, its activities, none of these are yourself. What is yourself? Whatever is yourself is entirely non-objective. It cannot be apart from you, to be perceived as an object. Whatever is yourself is self-existent and does not depend on anything else, be it a state of mind, a sense perception, the body, or anything similar, in order to exist. What is yourself? Whatever is yourself is ever existent, for it is impossible for anyone to imagine his own non-existence. We can conceive of the birth and death of the body, but our own existence is always, and non-existence never. What is yourself? What is this non-objective, non-dependent, ever-existent nature? Sri Bhagavan has said in the course of his spiritual instruction that the self is just being. It is not being this or that. It is just being. If it is just being and not this or that, that means it is quite free of duality and utterly non-objective. So abandon the tendency to misidentify with anything conceived or perceived, this or that. Anything that has duality, an alternative to the single reality. Being is not a thing, yet it is ever existent and alone real. Being is not an activity, though it is not inert. Being is not something you do. You don't do being. What is meant by being? Search your own sense of existence, inquiring, who am I? And find this out. In self-knowledge, or self-realization as we often call it, being is itself the knowledge. Being is itself the realization. There is no question or idea of you engaging in being. That would merely be becoming this or that, thinking this and that. What is your being? If you find being, that is, if you find your existence, you have found the final knowledge, and you yourself are the final knowledge. If you know your existence as it is, you know the reality, and the reality comprehends itself. If you know yourself, you know God. God knows God. It is Brahman's knowledge of Brahman. Who are you? Put the question to yourself, not in mere words or thoughts, but in the quest to know your own existence. If only this much is known, your own self, then you have known what needs to be known, experienced what needs to be experienced. And yours then is a bliss that is uncaused and unending.